At Willowbrook train junction, morning light filters through the lush woodlands, embracing Mrs. Maplehart and her daughters, Luna, Bella, and Clara, as they arrive with all their belongings. The quaint charm of Willowbrook Station welcomes them, a serene haven amidst the journey ahead. The distant whistle of the 9:15 train breaks the morning calm, signaling a new chapter. As the train pulls into view, a promise of adventure fills the air, mingling with the scent of dew and possibility. Mrs. Maplehart casts a reassuring smile upon her daughters, a beacon of hope and love as they embark on their journey. The Maplehart family finds peace in their woodland cottage, bathed in sunlight. Golden sunlight filters through the trees, casting a warm glow on the garden. Luna sits by the window, her gaze drawn to the rhythmic passage of trains. Lost in thought, Luna watches as the trains rumble past, each carrying its own story. The cottage exudes warmth and serenity, a haven amidst the whispering woods. At Willowbrook train junction, the Mapleharts family gathers, their colorful ribbons dancing in the morning breeze. The 9:15 train thunders past, a momentary spectacle of motion and sound. From the train, Uncle Rowan's steam whistle, a cheerful badger, waves with genuine warmth, a scene filled with comforting routine and heartfelt connections unfolds, promising a day of simple joys. A heavy mist cloaks the railway tracks, blurring the world in a veil of uncertainty. Before Luna, a massive rockfall looms, an insurmountable barrier of stone and dread. A piercing train whistle shatters the stillness, an ominous harbinger cutting through the fog. A chilling realization dawns. The 9:15 train hurtles toward them, an unstoppable force of metal and momentum. Panic grips Luna as the train's thunderous roar echoes through the misty expanse, sealing their fate. Amidst the stark railway tracks, Bella swiftly ties scarlet scarves to willow branches. Clara dances along the tracks, adorning the scene with additional makeshift flags. High above, Robin signals urgently from a nearby bridge, his form a beacon of warning. The scarlet flags flutter, a vibrant warning against the cold steel of the tracks. The train races forward, a metal serpent hurtling towards an unforeseen catastrophe. Screeching, the train desperately claws at the tracks, brakes howling in protest against impending disaster. A collective gasp sweeps through the carriages, a symphony of held breaths as the train defies fate. Relief floods the train as it grinds to a halt, a hair's breadth from the precipice of destruction. Murmurs of gratitude cascade through the carriages, a chorus of thanks directed towards the unassuming heroes. The Maplehart family, bathed in the warm glow of appreciation, becomes the beacon of hope amidst the relieved passengers. The fireplace casts a warm glow over Willowbrook Cottage, where a scene of quiet anticipation unfolds. Mr. and Mrs. Maplehart sit, their eyes fixed on the distinguished badger, a moment of hopeful expectation hanging in the air. The badger, in his railway director's uniform, presents two exquisitely engraved watches, symbols of dreams realized. Mrs. Maplehart's face lights up, her eyes sparkling with pride and joy as she beholds the gifts. The cottage is filled with warmth and quiet celebration, the watches reflecting the light of a future filled with promise. Under the cloak of night, a weary fox arrives at the cottage doorstep, seeking sanctuary. With gentle voice, the fox, a dissident rider, reveals his plight, a fugitive from injustice. Bella's bright eyes reflect concern as she relays the fox's story. He says he is a writer and is running from something. Mrs. Maplehart, radiating warmth, responds with open arms. "Oh my, bring him in, Bella, bring him in. He looks ever so tired." The cottage door opens, offering respite and a haven from the shadows. as the fox takes his first step inside. The fireplace casts a warm glow throughout Willowbrook Cottage, painting the walls with dancing shadows. Around a wooden table, the maple hearts gather, offering a steaming bowl of stew. The fox rider accepts the stew with a nod, a flicker of renewed hope in his eyes. The air is thick with a sense of quiet comfort, the seeds of burgeoning trust beginning to sprout. The maple hearts watch with gentle smiles as the fox rider begins to eat. The fox rider eats the stew with obvious enjoyment, a sign of growing comfort. In the heart of the forest, Luna and Clara find themselves amidst the silent, empty storehouses, their desolation speaking volumes. The open wooden structures reveal bare shelves and dusty floors, a stark testament to recent abandonment. Scattered splinters mark where firewood once lay, now just remnants of warmth and preparation. A lingering sweet scent hints at the honey jars that are now missing, their absence leaving a void in the air. Luna arrives at the empty storehouses, the silence broken only by the rustling leaves. She surveys the ground, spotting scattered debris, hinting at recent activity. Among the litter, broken seal corks catch her eye, whispers of a violated trust. Raven feathers lie scattered, a dark signature implicating Raven Greymantle. Her gaze sharpens, piecing together the evidence of Raven's involvement. The forest seems to hold its breath, awaiting Luna's next move against the suspected traitor. Inside the warm cottage, Bruno Bearshield's large frame fills the room as he gestures wildly. Bruno Bearshield insists, "Let's just brute search Raven Greymantle's roost. It's the quickest way." Bella responds with firm resolve, her eyes reflecting determination. Bella counters, "No, Bruno. We need to gather proof first. We can't just barge in." Bruno Bearshield pauses, his expression shifting from insistence to consideration. The tension lingers in the air as they contemplate their next move. Beneath the shroud of night, Luna and Clara descend into the forest, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. Kneeling in the damp earth, they begin their meticulous search. The beams of their flashlights converge on muddy footprints, each one a silent clue in the night. Evidence of Raven Greymantle's roost becomes visible under the stark light. The scent of damp earth and pine fills the air as they carefully gather their findings. In a clearing bathed in moonlight, the forest community assembles, their faces etched with anticipation. Flickering torches cast dancing shadows on the stolen goods displayed on a makeshift table. Torn ledger scraps whisper tales of deceit under the watchful eyes of the gathered throng. The community observes the evidence, their silence amplifying the gravity of the moment. The soft moonlight filters through the trees, casting an ethereal glow on the unfolding drama. Under the moon's silvery light, Raven's cousin shuffles into view, his unease betraying the secret he carries. The council members watch intently, their expressions a mix of judgment and apprehension. His voice, barely a whisper, breaks the silence as he haltingly confesses his betrayal. The words hang in the air, their weight palpable as the gravity of his actions sinks in. A tension descends, thick and suffocating, threatening to engulf the moonlit clearing. The council clearing is bathed in the soft glow of moonlight. Bella steps forward, her expression earnest under the moon's gaze. Bella speaks with conviction. "I propose restitution and community work," Bella continues, suggesting a path to redemption. The cousin can help plant trees and repair stores. The moonlight casts long shadows as the council considers Bella's proposal. In the heart of the ravaged forest, a cousin joins the collective, gratitude etched on their face as they begin to heal the wounded earth. Hands move with purpose, planting young trees, each sapling a promise of renewal in the devastated landscape. Nearby, the community repairs the storehouses, reinforcing them with fresh timber. rebuilding not just structures, but hope. Bruno, a silent guardian, watches over the restoration, his presence a reassurance, not a threat. He holds back, a display of remarkable restraint, observing with a watchful eye, a testament to trust and controlled power. The forest begins to breathe again, nurtured by the collective spirit and guarded by a promise of protection. The marketplace buzzes, traders gesticulating wildly as tension fills the air. Villagers watch with apprehension, their defiance barely concealed. Amidst the growing unrest, Bella steps forward, her presence commanding attention. The crowd quiets, all eyes turning to Bella as she prepares to speak. Bella's unwavering gaze sweeps across the marketplace, challenging the tension. Bella stands tall in Willowbrook, the sun casting a golden glow upon her as she addresses the traders. Her voice resonates with determination as she presents the traders with a proposition. Bella offers a deal. You may buy small quantities if you fund a community harvest festival. The traders listen intently, their expressions a mix of curiosity and contemplation. At Willowbrook, Raven steps forward, her outstretched hands a beacon of peace amid simmering tensions. The air vibrates with unspoken animosity as Raven stands resolute, her calm slowly permeating the charged atmosphere. Traders and villagers stand frozen, their animosity palpable. Yet Raven's presence begins to dissolve their collective anger. The villagers mirror the traders' stance, their distrust evident. But Raven's unwavering composure starts to quell the rising conflict. Raven's influence grows, promising resolution as the crowd stills, their animosity replaced by cautious anticipation. As dusk descends upon Willowbrook, lanterns ignite, casting a golden glow across the platform and garden. Laughter echoes through the garden as villagers gather, their faces radiant with anticipation. The air is thick with the intoxicating scent of roasted grains and blooming flowers. A festive atmosphere envelops the harvest festival, promising an evening of joy and celebration. The community gathers, united by the spirit of the harvest, sharing stories and dreams under the starlit sky. Lanterns sway gently as music drifts through the air, creating an unforgettable ambiance. Bathed in sunlight, Willowbrook platform and garden awakens with music as Bella leads songs, her voice dancing on the breeze. Clara, crowned with leaf garlands, guides the community in dances, their movements echoing the rhythm of nature. Luna's flute weaves a gentle melody through the air, notes floating and intertwining with the laughter of the community. Robin jingles acorns, adding a playful rhythm to the celebration as the community shares laughter and joy. Amidst the tranquil setting of Willowbrook, a gentle breeze accompanies the fox rider as he stands on the platform, ready to share his verses. The fox rider begins to recite, his voice carrying over the platform, reaching the eager ears of the gathered villagers. The villagers listen intently, their faces upturned towards the fox rider, captivated by the rhythm and imagery of his poetry. Uncle Rowan, a figure of stoic resolve, offers a rare nod of pride, his weathered face softening in a moment of shared appreciation. Each word spoken by the fox rider resonates through the air, weaving a tapestry of emotions that binds the community together in a shared experience. In this fleeting moment, Willowbrook is united by the power of poetry, its harmony echoing through the platform and garden. At Willowbrook train junction, a steam train arrives, its whistle piercing the tranquility of the day. The old oak porter stands tall on the platform, weathered letters held firmly in his grasp. These letters, coupled with his steadfast testimony, have secured a father's freedom. The scene echoes Nesbit's poignant reunion, a moment of hope amidst past sorrows. The train doors grind open, heralding the start of a new chapter. At Willowbrook train junction, the Maplehart family converges, a beacon of hope against the awakening dawn. Tears stream down their faces as they clutch each other tightly, a poignant symphony of relief and love echoing through the station. The train's whistle pierces the air, a sweet melody signaling the promise of a brighter, shared future. Dawn's gentle light kisses their faces, a visual promise of renewal as they stand united once more. In their embrace, the world fades away. Only the warmth of family and the quiet hope of tomorrow remain.